Everybody, welcome to the very first episode of Wake Up at 724. This is a sports debate show where we are going to bring in special guests to debate and argue about sports-related things. Today's hot topic is NBA starting fives. We're going to be looking at who we believe is the all-time starting five from 2000 to now, and then replace that with all time and have a lot of fun and arguments in the midst of it. So love to introduce my guests for today. These are NBA fans and enthusiasts, ball players themselves. So why don't we go around and introduce ourselves? Go ahead, starting with Jake.
All right, I'm Jake. I played middle school basketball, and I'm a senior at North Allegheny.
All right.
All right, my name's Kyle. I played intramurals in high school, so I could have made the NBA until I tore my ACL. So I guess I'd say I'm a OHC alumni now, or at least 724 alumni when I go to Ohio University.
Nice. And last but not least, Ben.
I averaged like 20 points per game in NABA my last 3 years. And I'm a senior at North Allegheny.
Nice. And I played basketball for many years in my time. Never was able to dunk. Have a winning coaching career, coaching NABA basketball. So very proud of that. And have had the privilege of playing basketball with all of these gentlemen here. Let's just get right to it real quick. Out of the four of us, who's the best basketball player?
In his prime, I'd probably say you, Russ. And then I'd probably have to go Ben.
I'd probably go Ben.
And then I feel like me and Steele just play completely different types of basketball. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like it's hard to compare us.
All right, better question.
Okay, but come on, who's better, me or what? I mean, come on, somebody had to say it.
I mean, all I'm saying is if we're playing a 1v1, who's
player out of the four of us?
Who's the worst? We pretty much just eliminated that down.
If Walzer's on though, you can't guard his three. You can't. It's pull up, and he's 6'5", 7-foot wingspan.
Right.
Does not have a 7 foot. He's like 6'1".
Right.
Can't dunk though. 6'5" can't dunk.
There's 3 seconds left on the clock. We're all on the same team. Who's taking the last shot to win the game?
It's got to be me.
Ben. Yeah, it's got to be Ben.
I hear you.
Or Russ. Prime
in
time.
clutch situations, though, you know I come through.
No.
I've never seen you hit a clutch.
Are we gonna talk about the final?
I've hit some
shot
game
taken at
winners.
OHC right now.
What if the game is at Orchard Hill in the gym?
Oh,
that's what I'm
my
saying.
home
Final
gym.
shot. Who took it and what was it? It was me, and it was a floater from the 3-point line, and I cashed that first try.
Oh, shoot.
It might not go in, but I would take that 3 to win, and it would hit maybe.
Here's at least what I'm getting. All of us would have the confidence to take that shot and be mad that it wasn't us taking it. Yes?
Yep.
Correct.
Things, but we want to talk about in the sports world, what is your guys' all-time starting five for players that are currently playing dating back to 2000, which was when most of you were born or had just been born. So we're going to stick to your guys' lifetime. Why? So Ben, hit us with it.
All right, I got Curry, Kobe, Bron, Duncan, and Shaq.
Give us some reasoning there.
All right, Curry he changed the game the most out of any point guard. Honestly, he's better than every other point guard in the league. I'm talking, he's better than Westbrook. He's so much better than Kyrie. Kyrie sucks. I mean, I don't think anybody really touches him in the current NBA. And I mean, like the other choice was like AI in my eyes, and AI just was too. He was flashy, but he's not like Curry. Curry wins the ton. He's a winning player. Kobe. I mean, I don't know. He's just better. LeBron's probably the second best player all time. Duncan is also. I mean, do I need my reasoning? Like these guys are just all like they speak for themselves. I feel like.
Okay.
Shaq is dominant. He's the most dominant player ever, probably.
All right. Any thoughts from our other two panelists on Ben's assessment? Why are you raising your hand?
So I don't know. Sports habit. So I mean, my top starting five were the same, except for I wouldn't have Curry in. I'd get rid of Curry because here's the thing: you're thinking about these talents, they're great, okay? They're all going to want their shots and they're all going to want the ball. So you want to have somebody who's a better facilitator, in my opinion, than Stephen Curry. I don't need another person locking down shots. So
I
that's
like it.
why with my point
Don't
guard,
say Chris Paul.
I'm going to take Steve Nash.
Whoa.
Okay. I
Alright,
don't
well,
hate the
Dang.
choice.
Dang.
Here's what I'm gonna say though. It's a top 5. It's not make the best team possible.
No,
You'll
it
be a
is,
facilitator.
this is a team that has to play together. So
I mean, it is a starting 5.
This is a starting 5. You've got
Mm.
Kobe, who's not giving it up. You got LeBron, who has turned into a facilitator. He could kind of, become that, to Jake's point, to help Ben out. Duncan was never I needed to have the ball selfish player. And Shaq and Kobe couldn't get along. So do you insert a Curry into that, or do you bring a facilitator like Nash, who even made a dude like Amari Stoudemire actually look like an NBA Hall of Famer? And then as soon as Amari leaves, he turns into garbage. Although I did one time at McDonald's with Amari Stoudemire, highlight of my life. So I like where you're going. Walzer, where you at with it? How did you? Jake, I do like your. This is a team, and Ben was just going for the, to fill up the crowd with the names type thing. I get it. Jake's here to win. Ben's here to score points.
Well,
That's
and
it.
the thing is, I
No.
I understand where Jake's coming from, but there's my dad in the background. What's up, Dad? Yeah, all good. Thank you. I hear Jake's point, but I'm going to have to counter and argue that Curry is a facilitator. I mean, he's won 3 championships, so I think it's a little unfair to say that he can't run the floor. And again, to Russ's point, LeBron can always run the floor. So I actually had the same starting 5 as Ben. I had Curry, Kobe, LeBron, Duncan, and then Shaq. I mean, Curry changed the game of basketball permanently, and I think that's something that Steve Nash didn't do. While Steve Nash was fantastic, he just, like I said, Curry changed the game, and we haven't seen a player like him, and we probably won't again for at least a little while.
But I want
Yo.
you to think about how Curry's going to fit in that starting lineup. First of all, the Warriors were a perfect team for Curry to play for because they could all shoot threes, they could all stretch the floor, and that's how they could work the ball around.
He's got a
You're
point.
telling me that one Curry with all these dudes who get their points inside or close to inside is going to fix the team? No, you're not going to be able to give Curry the space that he needed because it'd be too clustered. Because
You don't think Kobe can stretch the floor?
Kobe might be the only player, but Kobe still is not an elite three-point shooter.
What do you mean he's not elite?
Whoa,
He's not an elite three-point shooter. He's a good three-point
That's a
shooter.
bad
He's not
take.
an elite three-point shooter.
Who's an elite three-point shooter then? Curry.
Klay Thompson's a better three-point shooter than Kobe ever was.
I would agree.
Klay
with
Thompson's like the 3rd best shooter all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
My point.
You don't need to be top 3 to be elite. You just need to be like very good.
I don't
You
know.
don't need to be top 3 to be elite.
I kind of agree with where Jake's coming from. I mean, look at the Warriors lineup. I mean, they are, even Draymond was dropping a 3 every now and then. Shaq's not even hitting free throws. Duncan's not hitting 3-pointers. So that does leave you with a very, very cluttered, very, very clogged up, basket. I don't know.
You
Teams
think
used to
Curry's
play with 2
mad that he
bigs
gets
all
to
the
shoot?
time.
Exactly. And you think Curry's going to be upset that he's taking like 15 threes a game now?
That he has the perimeter to himself. You guys really think that's a problem?
And you've got Curry playing with guys like Klay Thompson, who doesn't say a word. You think Klay and Kobe are comparable in personalities and play style?
Curry accepted his role as number 2 behind KD, and that's
Okay,
why they won the finals.
Here's what you and Russ, you and Jake aren't picking up. Kobe can do everything that Klay did. He just took the role of being like the complete alpha in LA because he had to. But you're acting like he couldn't be a 3-and-D player if he wanted to be.
I'm just saying, Curry's now.
I agree.
He's playing and the Warriors suck without Clay.
What sample
Yeah,
size?
but
is
Curry's
that?
not
4
even
games?
playing. Yeah.
Sample
I
size.
mean,
4
their
games Curry
starting
played.
lineup has like Omari Spellman right now. Like, of course they're gonna lose.
I'm just saying it's different, you know. You look at the Bulls documentary that's going on right now. Who isn't loving watching that? Scottie Pippen goes down. The Bulls start really struggling, and he has to lean on Rodman. Scottie Pippen comes back. Rodman falls off. You kind of need that commander to lead the ship there. And I don't know. Maybe Nash isn't the good replacement or answer, but someone like that. It's just a thought. Where the heck did Jake just go?
I think
Don't
his
know.
take was so bad that he.
Oh, he said his
made the move.
Wi-Fi went out. But I think I agree with Ben. I think his take was bad enough that the Zoom was
It's
like,
like-
get out of here.
Curry isn't the problem with like ball hogging because he literally showed that he can play with other superstars. Whenever he played with Kevin Durant, Thompson, and Draymond, all in their
Oh,
prime.
I agree. I'm with you guys. Curry changed NBA forever.
So I'm saying, like, if you're gonna argue that like the ball movement is gonna be bad, Kobe's the problem in my eyes because LeBron's the ultimate facilitator. Duncan's not picky. Like, I mean, like Duncan will play his role. Shaq can be like just grab rebounds and dunk it, or he can be like a post up guy. But even then, it's not like he's going to be like lesser because he doesn't have the ball because he can go get the ball almost anytime he wants.
Well, we can't forget though. Shaq and Kobe couldn't coexist. They did for a little bit, but it didn't work out. So if Kobe's the problem with the facilitation, and you have to swap Shaq out, who was that bubble center for you guys? That who takes Shaq's place in your top 10 or top 5? If
I'd
Shaq
rather have
can't exist.
Shaq than Kobe
Whoa.
personally
Whoa.
on that team. I don't think they need Kobe
I
that
actually
much.
agree. I would replace Kobe before I replace Shaq on that team.
Because Shaq is just so dominant, and there's no like second place center. But if you're talking about shooting guards, I mean, like you can put.
Welcome back, Jake. Yeah, I mean, if I have to replace center, I'm gonna go Pau Gasol to replace Shaq. But Pau Gasol's not.
Gasol.
Wow, Russ, they're laughing at Pau Gasol right now, and I don't know if I'm
on
okay
the
with that.
2000s all-time top 5 Pau Gasol.
Who are you gonna put over Pau Gasol?
Oh, here,
Okay. I'll
I-
take the 2-time NBA champion. I mean,
are we just naming NBA champions now? Because if so, who's that one dude who like just followed the Cavs and the Warriors and has like four rings?
so who are
now?
you putting on the team, and if you have to take out Shaq?
Over? Okay, if I have to take out Shaq, then I'm taking Prime Dwight over Gasol. I'm taking
Cat.
not Cat.
Is that
Pau Gasol is better than Anthony Towns.
not
Nah,
Prime Dwight.
actually, I said that as a joke at first, but I would take Prime Cat over Prime Pau Gasol.
Well, here's the sad thing is if me and you, if we had to sit here and think about it, can we even name 5 centers right now playing in the NBA? Like,
Oh yeah, Jokic, Embiid.
legitimate.
No,
Cat.
those guys are
Capella.
both pure centers. Capella's
I'm
a pure
talking
center.
about like even compare to like replacing Shaq in all time. Like it's so hard. Like who?
I mean, you have like Howard, which is the guy that I said.
Oh shoot, I forgot about Dwight.
I said Prime Dwight would be my replacement for Shaq if we had to take him out. But
Yeah.
like I said, I don't want to
Right.
take him out.
Even now, he flashes, glimpses of what he once was, and it's terrifying. So we've established your guys' alleged top 5 starting lineups. When you open up to the history of the NBA, who falls off and who replaces who? What is your all-time starting 5 that when you would compete against this starting 5, it would be a game worth watching? Not even sure who wins. So who stays on that team? Who gets replaced? Where are we at? Let's go backwards. Walzer, we'll start with you and work backwards here.
So I'm only keeping one player on my starting 5 from my 2000 starting 5, and that's obviously LeBron James. Except I'm going to put LeBron at the 4 just because, I mean, he's played the 4, so he could definitely fit in there. At point guard.
LeBron has to stay small forward. It's his
What?
historical position.
No. If you go on Basketball Reference right now, power forward is going to be the first position listed for LeBron James.
I don't think it is.
It's
I
definitely
will-
gonna be
I will
small
screen
forward,
share
but he
right
can
now.
play. He
I'm
can
looking it
play.
up. Continue, Walter.
I will screen share right now, position, power forward, and then it lists the other 4. So anyway, point guard, I'm going to go Magic Johnson, one of the best passers of all time, and repeat NBA champion. At the 2, I'm going to put Michael Jordan. At the 3, I'm going to put Larry Bird. Larry Bird, one of the most slept-on players of all time. And then at the 5, I'm going to go Kareem, another one of the GOATs. Yeah.
All right. Interesting that. So if LeBron has to stay at small forward, does he stay or does Bird stay?
I mean, I love Larry Bird, but LeBron's better than Larry Bird. I mean, to me, LeBron's the best basketball player of all time. That's a whole different argument, though. So I guess if I had to move, I mean, that'd be tough. I might have to slide someone like Duncan back into the power forward if LeBron has to stay small forward, or maybe even like a Karl Malone.
LeBron is listed as a small forward SF.
Okay, well, like I said, on Basketball Reference, I saw him as a power forward, so that's why I slid him in the 4. But again, I guess if I had to, I'd probably keep Duncan.
All right, so give us your revised, knowing that LeBron is a small forward.
I might even, you know what though, I might put Robinson at the 4. That man was a beast.
You're talking about David?
Yes.
He's a center.
No, he could play the 4.
No, he's a.
If we're gonna start getting into this debate about you're being so position oriented, LeBron is a 4. He can be a 4. He would be a 4 on my team.
If we're playing the position game, then can we play LeBron at the 1?
No.
Exactly. LeBron's played point guard for like 6 years
LeBron
now.
is listed and that's like saying Kobe's a small forward or Michael Jordan's a
It's
small.
not the same though. LeBron played point guard for like 6 years, and he's played every position for at least a year except center.
He was never listed as starting point guard. He was listed as small forward who played point guard. All right, give us some more takes. Where are you guys at all time?
Is that me up?
Sure.
Okay. So point guard, I'm gonna move Steve Nash out, move Magic in. Shooting guard, Kobe out, Michael in. Small forward, LeBron. Power forward, I'd probably stick with Duncan there. I'd probably stick with Duncan there. Center, I'd probably move to honestly, probably like a Kareem. I would say Wilt, but I think that Wilt would have been diluted in today's NBA. Like playing with those other guys who can keep up with them. So I'll probably go Kareem there. And then for my 6th man.
Whoa, we're not getting into 6-man yet. Hold that on. All right, Jake, have you ever actually seen Wilt Chamberlain play basketball? Like even on YouTube?
Has anybody ever truly seen Wilt Chamberlain play basketball?
Just asking the question.
He's like a myth. He
right.
is genuinely a myth.
Ben, where are you at?
I'm here. Frick.
I have a feeling that's a metaphor for your starting 5. It's going to be
No.
drunk.
All right. Point guard, we got Jerry West.
Wow.
Mr. Logo.
Shooting guard, we have Klay Thompson.
You're insane.
Small forward, we have Vince Carter. Power forward, we have Dirk. And then for center, I'm going to go Yao Ming.
This man's just saying out of pocket things to get a rise out of us.
Who is his center?
Yao Ming.
You're like, Ben, you're like that guy that gets paid on the sports shows just to piss people off and start fights. Although, even though I see where you're coming from, I kind of like Dirk. Like Dirk wasn't even brought up in
Yeah.
our.
I know. I thought about making Dirk my power forward. I just think for the position, Tim Duncan was so much better at it.
Yeah, but Tim Duncan could defend. Dirk is going to spread the floor. Like, I mean, that's a legitimate. We forgot about Dirk. That's
Yeah, I had him in my honorable mentions. I had him, Kevin Durant, and then Harden for my 2000s and beyond
We
honorable
never even
mentions.
mentioned Kevin Durant. What the heck?
Yeah,
I know.
All right, here, I'm gonna say this real quick. Kevin Durant is a defensive player than LeBron ever was.
Kevin Durant is what? You cut out.
A better offensive player than LeBron ever was.
I just can't get behind that.
Yeah,
I
That's a fact.
understand what you're saying, but I just can't get behind it.
I might have to jump on that choo-choo train. I think LeBron is hands down.
nobody can guard Durant.
Hands down, LeBron is an all-around player and arguably the best ever. But offensively, it's hard to argue that.
Yeah.
I'd even say right now, I think Kevin Durant's a better basketball player than LeBron.
That's
If he didn't get injured, sorry, he had the ACL.
I was gonna say,
if he never got injured,
Achilles, but
if Durant didn't get injured, I think that he's going to be. I think he would have been the best player in the league this year. Also, I'm gonna say this real quick: Kawhi Leonard is the most overrated in this league in the league right now. Kawhi Leonard is so overhyped.
I will fully back that take.
He's not even the best team. Paul George and him are actually like very close, like eye to eye, and everybody acts like
I
Kawhi's like a
fully
top
back
three player
that
in the league.
take.
It's like he's just not.
That's hard. I don't know if I can get behind that. I mean,
Kawhi is not even. I'd have a tough time putting him in my top 5. I'd have and
especially
top 10. It'd be like,
Yeah, but especially since that video went viral of when the Heat were playing the Spurs and Kawhi checks in and you just see LeBron just start swearing because he's like, gosh darn it, he's coming back. That's street
We
cred.
don't know if that was in relation to that or if it was just because he missed the free throw.
Doesn't matter.
Bro, it's because
Free throw.
LeBron's dribbling. He looks back, does a double take, and then curses.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Of course he was looking at Kawhi. Kawhi was tearing it up during that series. He was the Finals MVP. I mean, come on.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jake.
Kawhi is so overrated. He freaks out like he's like some offensive, like he's nice at offense. He scored like 24.7 a game last season.
That's pretty good.
he does not have that.
It's not-
clutch
it's not-
strip
it's
besides
not
that one
top-
shot.
It's not like top 5 in the league, Russ.
Why have you not been watching the Bulls documentary? For Jordan to win championships, he realized scoring titles and leading the league and stats don't matter. It's becoming a team player and facilitator.
Jordan still scored 30 a game and was the scoring champ some of those seasons, even if that wasn't what he was shooting for.
Yeah, and after Pippen, who scored points besides Jordan? Rodman, Kukoc,
Paxson.
Ooh. All right, hot takes right now. Who right now, when you look at the NBA, who do you think will become all-time? Like, if we have this conversation 15 years from now, who has the most potential to take one of those spots in your mind? Let me hear your bold predictions as we close the show.
Luka Doncic.
I
gonna
respect
claim Luka
that.
right now.
I respect that, but I'm going to claim Zion Williamson right now. I mean, what reason do we have to doubt the kid? Like, every time he stepped on the floor, he's put on a show at every level
Yep.
he's been at.
I'm gonna say Giannis.
You're saying Zion?
You can't say somebody who won the MVP last year.
I'm saying Giannis.
Who?
What were you going to say,
Giannis.
Russ?
But why can't he? We're saying these are players right now that when we have this conversation 10, 15, 20 years from now, and we say, give us your top all-time 5, why can't the Greek Freak be mentioned?
I'm saying it's possible Giannis takes LeBron's throne. I think it's possible. He's still like what, 23?
Yeah.
He's
he's
6'11". How old is he?
25.
He's 24 or 25, yeah. My
But,
thing is, I just, like I said, I haven't seen a reason to doubt Zion Williamson to this point yet. People will bring up the ankle injury, but like,
he's only played in 14 games.
but I'm saying that he's performed at every level so far that we've seen him, and just because he has a small window in the NBA doesn't mean that he can't. He's already excelled in, like you said, whatever the
I don't know.
14.
You're
got to
talking
see him in.
again. Hold our credentials in place here. You can only slot Zion in at the power forward position, and you're saying by the end of Zion's career,
He could be the best power forward of all time.
after 14 games,
Yes.
and he didn't
Yeah.
even take. Listen, his jersey's right here. He didn't even take Duke to the Final Four. He didn't even what sample do we have to say? Plus, he's already injury prone. He already has ridiculous odds stacked against him.
I hate the injury prone argument. I think I understand why people make it, but it also just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, sure, there have been certain players that are, more likely to get injuries over time, but like people will pass up on players because they're injury prone and they end up
class, bro.
fantastic. Look at the NFL. Oh, what's up, Matt Wicks? Look at the NFL, even with Drew Brees. People passed up on Drew Brees because they said he was injury prone, and now he's probably like the third best quarterback of all time, arguably.
Oh man, you did not just say Drew Brees is the third best QB of all time.
Third best
We
all
can have.
time.
I would say Drew Brees is probably the third best quarterback of all time. I'd put Peyton Manning at 1, and then at 2, I'm probably gonna rock with Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not sure how this conversation just went and just.
Yo, Dave,
But
Dave. Walter's top 3 QBs all time: Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees. I respect the Rodgers part.
I was gonna say thank you. He's gonna respect. I know Dave's gonna respect it.
well, listen. Sounds like we have our next topic of debate between the three of you. We're running out of time. That's it for our show. Waking up at 7:24, where we debate sports stuff because we got nothing else to do. So I want to thank Ben, Jake, and Kyle for joining me today. Looking forward to having more episodes. Fellas, it's been a pleasure. This is us signing off. We'll see you next time at Wake Up at 7:24.